16th, which means it's my birthday. So today we're going to go book shopping, probably do a book haul, get some yummy food, and I'm gonna take you along with me. Thank you for spending the day with me. Let's get into it.
Maybe an astronaut who travel around the world to find the person that I forgot to be. You've been so busy.
Blow them all out?
Everybody else.
Okay, that's my wish.
You should know yourself.
Yay! Happy birthday!
On the lines of up and see, it's what's written in between. You've got to know yourself. And it's fun to play pretend, but you can have it in the end and know yourself. Taking the oxygen, same that was there the day before. You can't explain it, but you don't feel much like breathing it no more. You think, I wish I was good enough. I wish I could do the stuff my heroes are so good at. The stuff I always said I would, but lately you've been fishing, wishing anyone would help. You should help yourself. Know yourself. On the lines of up and see, it's what's written in between. You've got to know yourself.
It's time for a car haul from Indigo. I had I had a few books in my hands, but then I realized it's Prime Day, so I looked them up on Amazon, and most of them were cheaper on Amazon. So I only got one book, which is Project Hail Mary. So shout out to the person who commented that they read this and it was 5 stars, because that convinced me to buy it. Because I've heard really good things about this, so I'm intrigued to read it. And this is about an astronaut who I think wakes up from a coma in space, and he doesn't remember what his mission is, but like everyone else is dead. And I'm in the mood for like a high stakes, fast paced book right now, so I think this will be perfect. But I ordered One Dark Window. I got the Kindle version of that because it was like $2.99 right now, which is great. And then now we can show. We got Jellycats.
We got Jellycats, our first Jellycats, and only.
Yeah, because I told myself I wasn't gonna get them, because if you don't know, if you haven't seen any of my previous book hauls, I have a lot of Palm Pals, who are these little stuffies that fit in your palm, and they're kind of similar to the Jellycat that have like the little feet, but the bunnies were so soft and cute, and we bought them.
They're sisters.
Yeah, they match.
Yeah.
We need help naming Angela's bunny, because I've decided I'm gonna call mine Sunshine because that's her color. But Angela's is hot pink, and that's a bad name.
I mean, it could be her full name, but
hot for sure. So let us know what we should name her bunny. It is like 2:30 now on my birthday.
on her birthday.
I'm gonna do a little like haul later too, because Angela very kindly got me some books also.
Later.
I want a photo.
No.
Oh my god,
Wait, nasty too? Wait, they're haunted by...
It's haunted by... Nasty Two is dead? Okay, what about Dada Do? Give me a photo.
Oh, that looks like Scooby.
That looks like Scooby. What's that? You telling me that's not Scooby?
Mumsy Do. Let's look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you think something's wrong.
Yeah, this is a bad one.
It's a few days later, and I got home from hanging out with some friends on my birthday at like 11 p.m. and then I had to go to bed because I had work the next day. But I realized I never actually did my like little birthday haul that I promised, so we're gonna do that now. I'll start with the things that you guys have already seen, sort of. I got my little Jellycat. I am obsessed with it. I love it. I want to hug it all the time, and this was like my birthday gift to myself. And then I also got Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, because I've heard really good things about it. I've heard a lot of people say this was a 5-star book for them. And if you watched my last video I am in desperate need of a 5-star read. So this is about Ryland Grace, who is the sole survivor on a desperate last chance mission, and if he fails, humanity and Earth itself will perish. So we've got high stakes here. Except right now he doesn't know that. He can't even remember his own name, let alone the nature of his assignment or how to complete it. All he knows is that he's been asleep for a very long time, and he's just been awakened to find himself millions of miles from home with nothing but 2 corpses for company. He realizes an impossible task now confronts him. Hurtling through space on this tiny ship, he must puzzle out an impossible scientific mystery and conquer an extinction-level threat to our species. I think this is the same author as The Martian. Yeah. And that was great. I never read it. I watched the movie. I enjoyed the movie. So I'm excited to read this. So those are the things I bought for myself that you guys have already seen. Now the rest are all gifts from my friends who I am so grateful for. They know me so well and they were so kind. So I got some books. First I got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, which I've been wanting to read for so long, and this was like at the top of my list of books I was gonna buy. But my best friend Angela got this for me, and this is Ali Hazelwood's newest feminist romance. This is supposed to lean a bit more into erotica, I think, but I've still heard really good things about it for the most part, so I think I'm gonna like it. It's about Rue, who works as a biotech engineer at a startup company, and then a hostile takeover from another company threatened to bring all of her work crumbling down. So Rue ends up having like a one-night stand with Eli, and then she finds out that he's the guy that's trying to buy the startup company. So their affair is a secret, no strings attached, and has a built-in deadline, the day one of their companies prevails. This might be my next read this summer because I feel like it'll be easy to fly through. And then she also got me the Rom-Comers by Catherine Center, and it has pink sprayed edges. I love when books have sprayed edges. It immediately makes me want to buy it. And I've heard really good things about this book. I read The Bodyguard last year by Catherine Center and I really liked it, so I've been really wanting to pick up another book by her, so this is perfect. This is about Emma, who desperately longs to be a screenwriter, and she spent her life studying romantic comedies, so she gets the chance to rewrite a script for famous screenwriter Charlie Yates, who she like really looks up to, but then when she meets him, he kind of sucks. He doesn't want to write with anyone, let alone a failed nobody screenwriter. And worse, the romantic comedy he's written is so terrible it might actually bring the apocalypse. Emma's not gonna go down without a fight, and she'll stand up for herself, for rom-coms, and love itself. She will convince Charlie that love stories matter, even if she has to kiss him senseless to do it. That sounds really good. It's giving me kind of similar vibes to like Beach Read by Emily Henry, because the whole book has January basically trying to convince Gus that like rom-coms and romance books are important and just as like good as his like literary fiction that he writes. I also got this little Palm Pal, which if you have watched any of my other videos or my bookshelf tours or whatever, you know that I collect these. I have been looking everywhere for it because her name is Claire Donut and my name is Claire. You probably know that. So I needed her. I had to have her, but I literally could not find this anywhere. So I don't know how she did it or where she found it, but my best friend Angela, she found Claire Donut. So I'm very excited about this. And then my other friends who know me very well also got me another Palm Pal, and this one, I don't remember its name. It's an orange, which is very cute. And I also have a strawberry on my shelf, so I like put them next to each other. It's kind of becoming a problem. Like my bookshelf is full of these, but they're so cute. And then some other books that I got also from friends. One of my friends got me the 7-Year Slit, which I'm so happy about because I did have a copy of this, but it was kind of beat up because it was secondhand. I have been so excited to read this book, and now I have this like beautiful pristine copy of it. So I donated my other one. This one, if you don't know, is about Clementine West, who is a publicist, but then she moves into her late aunt's apartment and finds a strange man standing in the kitchen, a man with kind eyes, a southern drawl, and a taste for lemon pies, and her well-laid plans begin to fall apart because he's the type of man who, before it all, she would have fallen head over heels for, except he exists in the past, 7 years in the past to be exact. Her aunt always said the apartment was a pinch in time, a place where moments blended like watercolor. She also said that love is never a matter of time, but a matter of timing. This is magical realism, and it's a romance. It deals with grief and all these emotions, and I have heard such good things about this book. I need to read it. I think this will be a 5-star book for me. And then lastly, they got me Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I loved Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. It was one of my favorite romances I read in the last like year or so I can't wait to read this. It's like an interconnected standalone series, and this is the next one, and I have heard amazing things about this also. I think on my last video someone also commented that they love this book, so I can't wait to read this. And also the cover is just so beautiful. Like, it is the epitome of summer, so I'm probably gonna read this in August. And this is about Emma, who says she's cursed because every guy she dates finds his true love after they break up, but then she meets Justin, who has the same problem, and they meet on a Reddit thread. So now the two have come up with an ingenious plan. If they date each other, their curses will cancel out and they'll go on to find their soulmates. Only Justin wasn't supposed to be so unbelievably cute and hilarious. But when Emma's toxic mother shows up and Justin has to assume guardianship of his 3 siblings, they're suddenly navigating a lot more than they expected. Has fate finally brought the perfect pair together, or will their cure be way more hazardous than the curse itself? I think Emma is like a travel nurse in this, which is fun. The thing I loved about Yours Truly was that they really dealt with like a lot of real life problems where like their relationship wasn't necessarily the problem, but like they had outside forces that were making the relationship more difficult, but then they like lean on each other and support each other, and it just feels a lot more realistic than many romances where it's just like miscommunication. So I'm hopeful that this will be the same. And then lastly, this is like the coolest gift I have ever received, and I am obsessed with it, and once again so thankful to my friends who know me very well. You probably don't know what this is because it doesn't look like anything. This is a book embosser. I think that's what it's called. And it's custom, so it has my name on it, and you basically clamp your books and then it will say like from the library of Claire, which is so cool. And the urge to get, when I got home, to do this to every single one of my books instead of going to bed was strong. So I need to like kind of slowly start working my way through doing this to all my books because I love it. I did it to this one. It's probably kind of hard to see, so I'll insert like a clip of what it looks like close up, but it's so cool. Like you take the book, I use my knee, and then I usually just find like the cover page of the book like that, and then you can just pick up the page and then you just clamp down, and then it leaves behind the embossing, and it's so cool, and I'm obsessed with it, and I just think that's such a fun, creative, cool gift that I never would have thought of. That is everything. I did get a few other things that are like not book related, so I figured you guys probably don't care as much about that. But my best friend Angela also got me an LAFD tote bag, which very niche, kind of sounds like an insane gift. And also I didn't know the LAFD had official merch, but it's because my recent obsession is the show 911, and that is also such a good gift because I can carry my books in it, but it also is my TV obsession. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little like birthday bookish vlog, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!